All right, I just turned my sauna on to let it heat up. So I am going to get on my vibration plate, and then I'm going to get on my rebounder. I'm in my workout room. I love it. I don't use these as much as I wish I did. This thing right here is for stretching. I don't use the heavier medicine balls, but I got them at this, I got them on sale because this workout facility went out of business. Anyways, I've got some weights that I love that little holder. Hey, Christy. I love my little weight holder. That thing was super cheap. And then I just got the weights, each poundage. I got just one at a time. You know, just moving on up over the years. I mean, I'm 46. I've been lifting weights since I was like, 13. So, anyways. All right, I'm going to get on this vibration plate. And then my rebounder. And I'll put y'all close to me. So then I can talk to you. Read your comments. Everybody's been talking to me about tirzepatide, and that's like done 2 shots of that stuff. But oh, hey, I started using. Okay, let me see if I got you too close. Yeah, here, I'll put you on top of the rebounder. Okay, you're on top of the rebounder. Let me get my remote control. So I hired this bodybuilder, and she needed to see. Oh man, my feet are dirty. Y'all don't look at my feet. Well, okay, whatever. She wanted to see my food, so I had to get my MyFitnessPal app, and I bought the premium. It's $99.99 a year. Woo! But it's got a bunch of stuff in there. Anyways, I set some goals with MyFitnessPal, and anyways, it helps me out until the bodybuilder, her name's Jenny, until she can tell me what she wants my macros to be at. And so, but today I had like 2,100 calories, and I was supposed to eat 400 more, but I stopped because I was out of fat and out of protein. I was out of those. I had too much of those, and I didn't have enough carbs. And I had hired a lady before to cook some food for me and count all the macros and stuff. And she always said that I was short in carbs. That's always just so freaking weird to hear, you know. Everybody's afraid of carbs, and apparently I'm short in them. I will tell you, just 2 days, I feel like tracking my food. I've been eating too much. Because to stop at 2,100, I'm supposed to have like 2,500 for my size to lose weight. But I measured out cashews today because I was like, I'm going to eat some cashews. Hey, Leroy. Yeah, I'm not eating no cashews while I'm trying to lose weight unless I'm like behind on eating calories. I measured out a serving for like 170 calories, and I would have ate probably triple that. So, boo. Man, I had my 2, I came up with this horse competition called Country Tough Trail Versatility, and I had 2 people host it at their facility, and they both had single-digit numbers, but one of them had 10 people that canceled because there was a little bit of rain. So she would have ended up with 15 entries. And whenever I first started, our entries were in the 20s, but we got a bigger facility and stuff. But the other lady, I know that she only gave it like 2 weeks. 2 weeks, she put it out there. I know that she can do good because like there's a big need for our stuff. I just hope that they stay with it, and I bet they will. So, but anyways, I'm kind of like, I always have such high expectations, but like my events, whenever I put those out there in the world, I put my schedule out for our trail facility. I put it out in November. So I think we'll get it figured out. I hope so, because I feel bad that their events weren't just automatically as big as ours. I want them to do so well because I want them to be like like my golden children, like the ones with these big numbers. So anyways, that's what's been going on. Let me think. My husband and I we do something called Dora the Explorer, and we just get in the vehicle and drive. And tonight we needed to go drop off some checks to the bank for a deposit. And we stopped and washed the car, and then we just drove around the town of Colcamp. And Colcamp's like the neighboring, it's a smaller town that's close to us. And we just went and looked at people's yards and stuff. So want a freaking clothesline. I love that rough feel of your shirt, that rough feel of the towels, and I love that outdoor smell. So that's going to go on to probably my birthday list. Right now, though, for our anniversary, my husband, he asked me what I wanted, and I told him I wanted this. It's just a big old piece of metal with a disc blade on top, right? And then underneath it's got some horseshoes, and then I can hang all of my garden tools on there. Well, we got the disc blades. That was an issue, finding disc blades. And now we've got the pipe. We've decided where we want it. I just hope it don't rain a bunch tonight, because he's got to get the skid steer over there to put the pipe into the ground. But this is funny. I wanted to choose, because I keep all of my horses' horseshoes. So I'm totally going to put my horse Glamour. That's she's my favorite horse, even though she's trifling. But that thing that he's putting up for me in my garden, it's a hoe holder. And hey, I see somebody over there. I'm trying to read it, but I'm too far away. Anyways, my horse is a hoe. So I'm going to use her horseshoes because it's for holding all my hoes. So I have used horseshoes for different things, like my horse KTM. It's a brand of dirt bike, but that's one of my horses. He is into the pathway to the venue, and his horseshoe is put up from the chandelier. And then my mule Jojo, his is around the propane tank, because he's built like a propane tank. And then, but Glamour's a hussy. I freaking took that horse. All she wants is something to lace and pop. I swear. She has no standards. There used to be a horse here, and his head was a little bit crooked, and he kind of smelled like pee, and she was still trying to give it to him. Man, if she was a human, if somebody would want to lay my horse down, all they'd have to do is give her half a bag of Cheetos and then just tell her that she's kind of pretty, and she'd be giving the goods up. Anyways, that's who I'm gonna use her horseshoes. Oh my God, people are probably gonna unfollow me. They're gonna be like, this girl was talking smack about her horse. Anyway, she is beautiful. She's a psychopath though. I love her. Today, I've given them some new pasture, and they want to know what I'm doing. My horses always want to know what Brandy is doing. And so she got where she could like watch me. And I was like, I see you seeing me. And that's all she wants to do. Like she's like always in charge of her herd. And so she just needs to know where everybody's at. And apparently I'm in their herd. So let me see how much longer this has got. 1:29. Wow. And then I'll be 10 minutes on this. And then I'm going to do 10 minutes on that. And then I'm going to get butt naked. And I will be off the phone before then. And then I'm going to get in my sauna. But I'm really pumped though about this bodybuilder that I hired, because I want to compete in a transformation thing. And man, you know what my boobs are going to look like whenever I lose weight? Dude, they're going to look like somebody fried an egg and put it in a Ziploc bag and stapled it to my chest. That's what my titties are going to look like. I just don't care. I don't know. There's just bigger things to worry about than that. You know, like living, not dying. So, anyways, I'm going to enter into this transformation competition, and I'm ready to go though. I'm ready to like talk to this bodybuilder and like get going. She talks about how she has like a big passion to help people, and I'm over here like, we need to talk more. I'm like super excited. And then she's like, I need you to log your food for a little bit so then I can plan your macros. So like, I'm super excited to work with her, and then we're doing like the most boring thing in the world. So it doesn't really pump me up. All right, now I'm going to unplug this, and I'm gonna move you. Then I'll do my jumpy jump. Ooh, this thing is hot. Probably because you can see wires. I'm not gonna touch that. All right, let me turn this back on. And I really don't feel like doing this at all, but my husband, we've been playing cards at nighttime, and he's gotten behind on watching freaking, I don't know, he likes to watch people work, like some ice road truckers or something. Hey, maybe if I can move this down, let me see what the heck one of y'all said. Oh, it's graduate. We would have gone, oh, Catherine, yeah, I just read your thing. Oh, yeah. This weekend, she said that a lot of people would have went, but it's graduation weekend. Okay, I gotta get my butt on here. We had, originally, our facility was closed, and then we had some people call and ask to be here, and then we decided to just go ahead and let them. So we only had 2 campers at our facility, but then the next 2 weekends were slammed. So I bet I'll talk to my other host, and we'll stay off of this weekend because, oh my God, everybody in the world, graduation party, graduation everything. So yeah, May is always a real hard month in the horse industry. I used to have so much trouble over Mother's Day weekend, right? Of having things filled up, but now I have my Mother's Day chicks in the sticks, and that thing does well. But that's because a lot of the people that come to my Mother's Day thing, they're actually grandmas, and they want to leave their daughters alone so they can actually do Mother's Day with their family. So, gold mine in there, gold rush or something. So I would just be in the house and jacking around on my phone. So I thought I would come out here and do this. So anyways, yeah. It's hard hosting events because you got the same amount of work if you're got small numbers or if you got big numbers, you know, with the amount of prep and stuff. So I bet that was the issue. I wanted to go because I've never got to compete in a country club trail versatility because I train the judges, I hire the judges, and it's always been at my facility. So like, I can't do that. I don't feel comfortable doing that at all, right? Well, I was going to go to my host, her facility, and actually compete in Foundations 1, which is an in-hand class, so you like lead your horse around through obstacles. It's great for development of young horses, and for if people are scared. It's just a good thing to do groundwork with your horse, right? And then I was talking to my friend, and once a week we do a business meeting, and she was like, no, don't go. She's like, you got a 50-50 chance of getting that right because I didn't want to overshadow my host or anything or make her feel anything, you know, like I didn't trust her or something like that, you know, so I just decided to not go and compete, just to let her completely run it because I care about her and I want her to do well, so I didn't go. Anyways, whew, I've got this one leg that's been swelling up, and I've been red lighting at nighttime, and it's getting better, but I'm looking forward to getting in the sauna. We got a lot of family members ill right now, like not sick, like cancer and heart issues and stuff like that. We got like 4 family members dealing with life stuff, you know. So if I go missing for a little bit, I don't think somebody's going to check out. I think, you know, they say deaths come in 3s. I don't know if might come in 4s. I hope not, but it is what it is. That's why I'm up here exercising, because I got a big reality check with one of my family members because they are having issues. I think they should have been around for another 20 years, and I don't know if they're going to make it through this because of poor health choices. So I'll come and stand on something and let it vibrate me and jump on a trampoline and then get naked and sit in a sauna. And then when I go in, I'll take a shower and red light for a little bit. I love my nighttime stuff. So, anyways, I'm sure I'm happy to have this. I know if I didn't have it here, I'm going to try not to use the handlebar. Anyways, okay, I'm going to use it. I feel better with it. The next 2 weekends, we are slammed. I actually, for our competition, that's not Memorial Day weekend, but the following weekend, I've already made all my copies, which was, I was not kind of prepared for the last one. I didn't have my paperwork done right, and I didn't have it done in advance. Shoot, now I do. I already got it on the clipboards. I got it in order. My husband was like, dang. Well, he's been hitting a home run lately. Me and him have been getting along really good. Except for whenever I left to come out here, he went over to our venue and to get some candy. I had to to get away from him because tonight I had you know those bags of those little potatoes? I air fried some of the little potatoes, and instead of putting oil on them and then seasoning, I had canned some chicken broth, and I put 1/4 cup of chicken broth with the potatoes, and then put my seasoning on there so it would stick on there and I wouldn't have the calories from the oil. And we air fried that, and then you know we process our own beef, so like we raise it and then we have it butchered. Well, I'm a sucker for a damn hamburger. Damn, I love some hamburgers, right? So I was like, man, I wish that they could just put the hamburger into patties. And that's what my husband said, oh, they can. And I was like, I be damned. So I had them put like 50 pounds of beef into hamburger patties. So they're all 1/3 of a pound, which is kind of inconvenient because there's 3 in a package and it's my husband and I. So every time I cook them, I need to do 2 packages. So there's 6 patties, you know, unless I ever want to eat 2, but I bet I won't whenever my bodybuilder lady gives me my macros. I bet she's going to be like, girl, you eating too much. I bet she's going to knock me down to like 1,800 calories a day. And me and her are going to go toe to toe. She tried to take away my coffee creamer. But I don't know. I like some butter in there too. Whew. Got 1:34. Then I'll show you my sauna. Oh my gosh. Boobs. Boobs are so overrated. Hopefully I don't have issues going to sleep tonight after all this. But anyways, Catherine, if you're still here, I need to call and talk to you about Foundations 1 and 2. I forgot. Oh, hey, in between Memorial Day and the following weekend is our competition. I'm buying like 10 gallons of fresh milk and going to do everything you can with dairy, like making cheese, making sour cream, making a couple of different types of butter, making yogurt, making cottage cheese. Anyways, sour cream, yogurt, cottage cheese, butter. I think that's about it. Doing all of that with some fresh milk just so I'm teaching a class over it in August, so I just need to teach someone else. So I've got a friend coming over so I can teach someone. So I'll do all of that stuff with milk a day or 2 before, so it'll be ready, and then we'll make it another batch of it together. So, hey, if you've seen my Smart Chick events, I have 4 spots. Oh, damn, I'm freaking out of breath. I've got 4 spots in the August 6th through 8th. And then I have, I think, 2 or 3 spots in my August, like, 18th through 20th, where you come here and we do, like, a whole bunch of holistic stuff together. So, all right, I want you to look at my face. My face is looking so much better. I've been doubling up on the tallow, and then a couple of times a week I put castor oil on there. That's where it's at right there, that combo. All right, here, I'll take you with me to the sauna. By the way, this gum that I'm chewing is because I really want something else to eat. I don't remember where I took that little circle thing off that goes on the back of my phone. Damn it, okay. All right, here is, oh, there it is. I have it on top of the ice water bath. Okay. put that on the back of my phone, so now I can hold it with my finger. Anyways, so this is up to 136. It's up to 136, and it's got like 4 more minutes. So, and then I can just I just put more time on here. So whenever it's got controls on the inside, I wish that my sauna got hotter. This one, I can't get it above 150, and I really want to. I wish that I had one that went up to 170. So, but you know what? I'm not going to cry some wah tears over that. Like, I'm happy with the one that I have, you know. And then the ice water bath, we've got to get going on that. But tomorrow, I have got to print like 40 membership cards and get those things sent out for our trail association. Like, we had like this printer issue. Anyways, it's over with. And then something behind the scenes that I've been doing is I have been going through every obstacle course I've ever designed, which is like oh, I bet at least 200, if not more. But I kept all of the information sheets, and then I'm making myself like this massive data bank. And then I'm like, man, if I was a competitor, I would pay for that list. I might just make an online course or something and then show people how to do all that. I don't know. I needed it for myself because I'm always having to do these descriptions. Well, by going through it, I find the best one. Like if it's roping something or going over logs, the one that I wrote out the best, I keep it. So I'm hoping to do an even better job and make my life a little bit better, and then help my host out whenever I get people that are novice to hosting. Then I don't know what all I'm going to do with it. I know that I'm to like the year of 2021 because I started way back with everything I could find. And it's already like, I think it's like almost 20 pages. And so it's elaborate. All right, I'm going to get off here. Oh, there's Holly. Holly, I was thinking about you on the way over here. You know, I know you couldn't come here this year for horse stuff. I was like, I wonder if she'd like to do my holistic class. Anyways. All right. Y'all have a wonderful night. I'm going to keep showing up. If you have My Fitness Pal, I think we can be friends in there. And then you can see my foods and stuff. So you're more than welcome today. Here, I'll tell you what I had so then everybody can chew my ass and tell me I ate too much. Okay. But I didn't. Okay. And I'm not somebody, and everybody always asks me, you should try carnivore. I did. I liked carnivore. I just got really bored with it. Okay. Take off the hoodie. Oh my God. Is that a dude saying that? Anyways. Oh my God, it is. Damn, you didn't make me lose my train of thought. Oh, this morning I made 2 eggs and I cooked it in like a tablespoon of homemade butter. Okay. And then I had 2 pieces of sourdough and I measured up the peanut butter and some organic strawberry jam. Whew, that was a good breakfast. Then it made me hungry all damn day. So tomorrow I'm going to, and then I had 2 protein brownies throughout the rest of the day. And then, I wanted to eat my right arm later in the day. So I've been taking, if you take cottage cheese and powdered peanut butter, I measure that out, right? And then I've got some semi-sweet chocolate chips, put a little bit of those in there. But then I have to put about a tablespoon of coffee creamer in it because it's just too dry, and that coffee creamer sweetens it up, and there's only like a few carbs in it. Anyways, I mix that up, and then it kind of tastes like a cheesecake, like a peanut butter and chocolate cheesecake is what it kind of tastes like. And then tonight was 1 hamburger patty and then some of the small potatoes. So That is, that's what I had today. It was 2,100 calories, and it still says that I'm supposed to eat 80 more carbs, and I'm like, I don't want to eat no more carbs, okay? I had half a bag of potatoes, and I had 2 pieces of bread, and I had 2 freaking protein brownies. My God, I eat a lot more food than most people do, but I'm also, over 300 pounds, so I'm not trying to starve anything off. I'm just trying to, that was way less than what I eat. I eat like I'm a linebacker, like I could protect freaking Patrick Mahomes. That's what I feel like I'm eating to train for. Whenever Jenny looks at all my stuff, I bet she's going to be like, damn, this girl's eating, and she ain't going to be wrong. All right, I'm going to go get my sauna. I'll see y'all tomorrow.